What is going on, everyone? Matthew97657 here, and today we are back with yet another figure unboxing and review. And as the title and thumbnail of this video suggests, this is going to be the Playmates giant Godzilla. It's about, I don't know, maybe 10-12 inches tall. So yeah, as you can see from the box there, it's kind of got everything going for it. Just out and about, translucent spikes, and then just kind of, you see the whole thing, right? You know what you're getting. We have some box renders. Another box render of the figure itself, saying Godzilla, stock promotional images, and then on the bottom, it's the other two gigantic or giant size figures they do offer. So as you saw, it's just Kong and the Scar King, and I could not find the Scar King, so unfortunately, we're just gonna have to keep the show rolling without him. But we do have the Kong for the next video, so that will be very interesting. So with that being said, let's go ahead and open this guy up, have him fully assembled for you guys to go, and we'll go through the thorough review. So with that being said, nothing more to it than to get on right on into it. Here we go. All right, and we are back. We do have the tail just kind of by itself here, obviously. I said fully assembled, but I just kind of wanted to get it out of the box and then showcase me putting it on the tail. So these are the only two pieces for it, right? It can stand on its own without the tail, which is always fun and good. And obviously, you can tell all the spikes are translucent, which are very nice, besides the very end of the tail as well. So first, we'll start off with the review on the tail. So there's the translucency there. You can even see it through there, the plastic. So that's pretty cool. That's always cool to see. And then, so right, you go, and then it gets to paint. But it's all just kind of like a reddish paint. It's nothing more really than that. And then obviously we do have the new spiked tail, the club, if you will. The Godzilla's club. But yeah, painted red, obviously, but translucency there. So then we're going to go ahead and just pop this pup in. Shouldn't be too bad. Just going to try to get this on camera. Urgh. Is that it? No. Oh, snap. Okay, I'm not hearing a definitive pop, so I'm probably not doing it correctly, but okay. Still don't hear a pop, so I can't tell if it's in or not. And is it in? It looks like it's in, right? We'd classify that as in. I can't really, like, I'm trying to pull it out, but it's not going too much. So, I mean, maybe that's my experience. I didn't hear a definitive pop, so maybe it's just a nudge. But that was kind of difficult, not gonna lie. I had to kind of tone in there and do it. But here it is, right? This is it, pretty much. It's literally just a 6-inch scale figure, but totally bigger, obviously. And all the spikes are translucent besides the tail and tail piece, and then these on the elbow. But at least these are painted, right? So yeah, that's really about it. We're gonna go ahead and get a close up on the eyes there. So let's go ahead and make this possible. Oh my goodness. Right, it's kind of just the eyes you'd kind of expect, although they kind of look good, no? I would say they don't look too bad at all. Front facing for Playmates, yeah. I would say it's not bad at all. Yeah, the toenails are painted and even the fingernails are painted. Look at mine. Look at that one there. It's got a little extra paint on the arm, or the little finger. So yeah, right, this side here. The side they show you obviously does not have any screw holes in them. But once you flip it over, you will see those screw holes. And man, I haven't said that word probably since the last Godzilla versus Kong, giant Godzilla and Kong, because I think those were kind of the same deal with the screw holes just to assemble it. It doesn't look awful. I mean, it's definitely noticeable like that on that end, especially when you have it. Obviously, the camera to IRL comparison is always going to be a little bit different, but you can tell that they are there, so that's quite unfortunate. And I forgot to try the mouth articulation, which it can open and close there, as you see. So open, close, so very cool. No atomic breath or heat ray blast for this one. But yeah, that's really about it. It's just giant Godzilla, which is always really cool. We do have Kong, which will be next, so I'm sure they'll scale relatively well with one another out of the box. Yeah, Godzilla looks to be a little bit taller than the Kong, but we'll get to the Kong when we get to him, right? So with that being said, let's go ahead and do a very quick comparisons. Here's the 6-inch scale one. So we're looking at about maybe 12 inches of this Godzilla, of the giant one, right? But you do get all translucent plates and paint on the arm spikes if that's kind of what you're going for, or if you just like the bigger scale figures. The mold itself is relatively the same in terms of that, like the stance and whatnot. It's a very dynamic, actiony pose, kind of like a going forward, a lunge, if you will. So very cool there. So that's our giant Godzilla. I guess we can do this one here. This is the Jakks Pacific 2019 King of the Monsters Godzilla. And this one's an oldie, so it's quite the comparison, right? Just the difference between the two. And my table is not even big enough to have both of these on at the same time. But as you can tell, they're relatively the same height. And obviously, you can just see the design changes from 2019 to 2024. Holy moly, that sounds crazy, 5 years ago. But yeah, I think this is a fair comparison. I don't have the giant Godzilla that they did from Godzilla vs. Kong anymore, so that is a shame. But this one kind of does the job too, you know? So very cool. You can kind of get that little like evolution of the monster vs. Godzilla through time. So that's very cool nonetheless. Yep, I think that's really about it for this one. Nothing too crazy. I guess since we're here, we'll also do the Leonard Kong, because that's what I was gonna do with the giant Kong. I don't have the giant 2021 Kong anymore. So here's the Leonard Kong from Kong Skull Island, and as you can tell, he just triumphs him. The Leonard one did not play around. They made the big one, and they're like, you know what, we're done. That's it, no more from us. So that's really about it. But very cool nonetheless. So I don't know, what are y'all's thoughts on the giant ones? Are y'all a fan of them, or they're just too big for your own good? I mean, it looks nice, especially since it is at least a little bit different from the 6-inch scale, right? You get a little bit more coloration and quality with the dorsal plates all being that translucent, like kind of like flexy plastic. It's not like hard, nor is it like rubber, but it's kind of just like a soft plastic. So yeah, that's going to be about it. There's nothing more I can really cover, I think. I've kind of talked about what I think will happen in the movies in these videos, so feel free to check them out. But as always, let me know what you guys think of this guy. Next up will be the Kong version, which is next. And then next up, we have the play sets. And then next up, we have some other videos coming up. So quite a bit of stuff on the channel for today that I'm going to have to record. But we'll see you then. So as always, let me know what you guys think, like I said. And with that, I will see you guys in the next video. See ya.